Namine. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, wanted to seek the blessings of Radha Madhav, Radha Shyam, Sudha Krishna, Balaram, Bhagopal, Nrsimhadev, Bhagavan, Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, Gaur Nitai, Tulsimani, Shri Haridas Thakur, Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the assembled devotees. Thank you so much for joining today. Continuing with the 8th canto, chapter number 4, Gajendra returns to the spiritual world. So yesterday we discussed how Lord Vishnu came personally and protected Gajendra from the crocodile. So, who were these two characters? The crocodile and Gajendra, the elephant. The best of the Gandharvas, King King Huhu, having been cursed by Devala Muni, had become a crocodile. So he was a Gandharva, King Huhu, but he was cursed to be a crocodile. After being delivered by the Lord, he regained his beautiful Gandharva form. Gandharvas are heavenly personalities. They're great singers. They perform um, or they sing for the pleasure of the devatas. Offering respectful obeisances, Huhu prayed to the Lord, then returned to Gandharva Loka, freed of his sinful reactions. So, even the curse of a saintly person is a blessing, indirectly. Because of Devil Muni's curse, who became a crocodile, and in only one life, he was fortunate to see the Supreme Lord face to face. So, King Hu must have offended Devila, and that offense led to a curse, but the curse was a blessing because he met the Supreme Lord. He was purified by the Supreme Lord. Being touched by the hands of the Lord, Gajendra received the salvation of Sarupya Mukti, in which he achieved the same bodily features as the Lord, being dressed in yellow garments and possessing 4 hands. In his previous life, Gajendra was a Vaishnav known as Indradyumna Maharaj. He was worshipping the Lord in ecstasy while observing the vow of silence. While in meditation, the great sage Agastya Muni arrived there, surrounded by his disciples. Because the king did not receive him, the sage cursed him to become an elephant. Indradyumna Maharaj accepted the curse, considering it a result of his past life and also the Lord's desires. So this is something which we can learn from these great personalities.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Yes, Bhavin? Hare Krishna.
How are you?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Look, yesterday I was asking who they were.
Yes.
And today you are telling about it.
Exactly.
Like who was crocodile and who was Gajendra.
Yes.
So I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much anyway.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you. And it's a very important lesson to learn that, sometimes life doesn't go our way. Something happens, we get disturbed or hurt by somebody or something.
And then the karma comes and we have to follow that karma.
But you see what Indradyumna said? No problem. I will accept this, what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Because I must have done something in my past life to deserve.
Yeah.
So,
and that's why he came elephant.
Yeah. And this is taking responsibility. And this is actually very empowering. Otherwise, for all of our life, we blame others. It's your fault, your fault, your fault that I am suffering.
That's right.
Actually, it's our own fault.
It's our own fault, yeah.
It's very important to do this.
Very important, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Again, the curse was indirectly a benediction, as within one life, as an elephant. Indradyumna Maharaj ended all his sinful reactions and was promoted to Vaikuntha. Devotees welcome even reverses and curses because they know that nothing can happen without the approval of the Lord. They consider reversals as a result of their own path. deeds, tolerate them, and then thank Lord Krishna for giving them only a token, um, or, only a token reaction. So devotees will often feel, oh, I should be getting a lot more punishment, but the Lord has reduced the suffering. So he's only letting me suffer a little bit. Instead of being disturbed by calamities, they adhere to bhakti, depending on Krishna. Krishna takes care of them and promotes them to the spiritual world. Although in his next life he got the body of an elephant, because of his devotional service in his previous life, he remembered how to worship and offer prayers to the Lord. So this is really powerful. When the Lord returned to his abode, he took Gajendra with him on the back of Garud. Interesting. He took Gajendra with him. My goodness, that's incredible. Those who hear this narration get promoted to higher planets, gain a reputation as devotees. They are unaffected by contamination of Kali Yuga. They never see bad dreams. The Lord gives his blessings that those who remember this lake, his form and paraphernalia, when they wake up in the morning, will be freed from all sinful reactions. The Lord promises that those who rise from bed at the end of night and offer him the prayers offered by Gajendra will attain an eternal residence in the spiritual world at the end of their lives. Many devotees actually memorize this chapter, the chapter before, because of the prayers offered by Gajendra. And the reason they do that is given here. The prayers offered by Gajendra, if they're remembered in the early morning, then that devotee will attain an eternal residence in the spiritual world. Very powerful. Chapter 5. Okay. Entitled, The Demigods Appeal to the Lord for Protection. This chapter describes the fifth and the sixth Manus, and it also describes the prayers of the demigods and the curse of Durvasa Muni. The brother of Tamasha, the fourth Manu, was the fifth Manu, Revata. During the reign of this Manu, Indra, the king of heaven, was known as Vibhu. The rishi, known as Shubhra, by his wife, Vaikuntha, gave birth to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vaikuntha. This Lord manifested a Vaikuntha planet at the request of Rama Devi. The sixth Manu was Chakshush, the son of Chakshu Muni. Among the sons of the sixth Manu were Purush, Shudyumna. During this time, Lord Vishnu appeared in his partial incarnation as Ajita. This Ajita, taking the shape of a tortoise and holding the mountain known as Mandara on his back, churned the ocean and produced nectar for the demigods. Okay, interesting. So Lord Vishnu appears as a partial incarnation. So here's a little summary of the two Manus, Revata and Chakshusha, the demigods, Putarayas and Apyas, the sons headed by Arjun, Bali, and Vindhya, and Chakshusha is Purush, Shudyamna, Yumna, and Indra is Vibhu, and Mantradumna. The seven rishis, Saptarishis, Hiranyo Roma, Vedasira, Udhava Bahu, and also Havisman and Viraka, who are the incarnations, Vaikuntha and Ajita, who is also known as the kurma. And the Lord's activity created a Vaikuntha planet at the request of Rama. And what did the kurma do? He helped with the churning of the milk ocean. So Parikshit Maharaj was very inquisitive. Why? How did Lord Vishnu churn the ocean of milk? For what reason did he stay in the water as a tortoise and hold up Mount Mandara? How did the demigods obtain the nectar? And what other things were produced from the churning of the ocean? So now, Sukadeva Goswami answers. He begins to explain to Parikshit how the demigods, having been cursed by Durvasa Muni, were defeated in battle by the Asuras. Once Durvasa Muni saw Indra on the back of his elephant, Ayuravat, and was pleased to offer him a garland from his own neck. Indra, being too puffed up, took the garland and disrespectfully placed it on the elephant's trunk. Being an animal, the elephant could not understand the value of this pushad, and he smashed it under his feet. Insulted, Durvasa Muni cursed Indra to become poverty-stricken. Remember, Indra is the king of heaven. To be materially opulent sometimes is risky. Too much wealth could make one blind, and out of envy, one may commit offenses to great personalities. Blind in the sense of perhaps a little bit of arrogance and pride may enter. I am so wealthy. Look at these poor, so and so's. So that is a very risky situation to be in. Yeah. One must learn to be sober and well behaved towards Vaishnavas. Otherwise, one will fall down. When the Asuras, with their serpent weapons, severally attacked the demigods in a fight, many of the demigods fell and lost their lives. Indeed, they could not be revived, and they lost their heavenly kingdom. When the demigods were deprived of their heavenly kingdom, they assembled and went together to the peak of Sumeru mountain at the assembly house of Lord Brahma and informed Lord Brahma what happened. Then Brahma concentrated his mind on the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Brahma said to the demigods that now is the time to invoke the mode of goodness, to establish the Supreme Lord's rule. So he, along with all the demigods, went to the shore of the ocean of milk and offered prayers to Shirodakshayi Vishnu. So who is Shirodakshayi Vishnu? There's three Vishnus. One is Karanadakshayi Vishnu. He is Mahavishnu, lying on the ocean of milk, Kashur ocean rather. And from him, millions of universes come out from the pores of his skin. Into every universe, a second Vishnu incarnates. His name is Garbhodakshayi Vishnu, from whom a lotus flower stems from his navel, upon which Lord Brahma is born. And Lord Brahma then is in charge of creating this material universe. And in every living entity, a third Vishnu enters. His name is Shirodakshayi Vishnu. He's known as the Paramatma, or the Super Soul. And he has his own planet in this world. It's like an embassy of the spiritual world. So there at Shwetadweep, it's called Shwetadweep, Lord Brahma offers prayers to the Lord, even though he had never seen him, simply because he had heard about the Lord from Vedic scripture literatures. So it's very important, very difficult to even obtain darshan of Shirodakshayi Vishnu, let alone these other Vishnus or Krishna. If we don't have faith, even if we see God with our own eyes, we will not be able to understand him. Seeing the Lord is not as important as appreciating him from the authentic scriptures with the statements of the authorized persons, devotees. Often people say, show me God. They're so proud. They think that they have the vision or knowledge to see the Lord. No, even if you see it, even if he appears in front of us, we're not going to recognize him necessarily. Even when Krishna was present 5,000 years ago, not many people realized that this is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even those he interacted with did not necessarily appreciate that. So, but through the eyes of knowledge, through the eyes of the scriptures, through the eyes of the bhaktas, the devotees, we will be able to appreciate the Supreme Lord. Even we may not be able to see him face to face. Doesn't matter. Brahma offers obeisances to the Lord, who is the origin of everything. Being all-pervading, he is in everyone's heart and also in the atom. This is the thing with Paramatma. He is with us throughout our journey in this material world. Whether we are a little amoeba, piece of grass, plant, aquatic life, or animal life, or human life, or demigod, he's with us as Paramatma, looking over us, protecting us, witnessing our activities. The Supreme Lord knows everything. He's illuminator of everything. He has no ignorance. The Lord is situated in pure goodness. He is worshipped by means of mystic power. No one can overcome his illusory energy, which is under his full control. Since the bodies of the demigods are made of Satogun, they are internally and externally situated in goodness. So devatas, they have this natural propensity towards God because they're in the mode of goodness. They're always trying to serve the Lord. They're always remembering the Lord. All the great saints are also situated in that way. Therefore, if even they cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, what is to be said of those who are situated in the mode of passion and ignorance? How can they understand the Lord? So this is a very interesting point. And if we always have this mood that we don't really know anything, and especially we don't know much about the Lord, then he actually becomes very compassionate towards us, especially if we want to know him, especially if we're endeavoring to understand God. He becomes very kind. He may even allow us to understand him a little bit. The Lord is the hub or control support of the central support of the fast moving wheel of samsara, birth and death, with 15 spokes of the chariot's wheel being the 10 senses, 5 working senses, 5 knowledge acquiring senses, and then we have the 5 life airs within the body form the 15 spokes. Then there's the 3 modes of nature. Goodness, passion, ignorance are its center of activities. And then there's the 8 ingredients of nature: earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and ego. They comprise the ream of the wheel. The demigods may not know the Lord in his personal form, but they know him in the universal form. Hence, they glorify the Lord in that form. So this is effectively the universal form. So the Lord's universal form, his limbs, the feet, denotes the earth. On earth, there are 4 kinds of living entities. His semen is like the water. All beings endure, live, and develop by water. Without water, we would struggle, huh? Couldn't live. The mind of the Lord is like the denotes the moon, source of vegetation, food, grains, strength, longevity. The mouth, the fire, is like the fire, accepts oblations in sacrifice, helps in digesting food. Can you imagine if we couldn't digest food? The eye is like the sun, makes the path of liberation, embodiment of Vedas, abode for worship, source of eternal life, and cause of death. Prana, air, bodily strength and vital force of all jivas. So this is the mood, the form which the demigods can relate to, rather than the personal form. So, a little bit more detail. There are different material elements, ears, heart, navel, and they emanate different things. Ears are different directions, holes of the body from the heart. Navel is the ether, senses, mind, air within the body. Demigods, this is again part of the Lord's limbs, right? The strength comes from Indra, joy, demigods. Anger comes from Shiva, intelligence, Brahma. Bodily holes, Vedas, genitals, Prajapatis. Different personalities. So then there's the chest, which is a residence of goddess of fortune. Shadow inhabits a Prithalok, bosom, religion. Back is irreligion. Head is heavenly planet. Enjoyment, apsaras. Then we have the Varnas. The mouth is the Brahmins and the Vedic knowledge. Arms is the Kshatriyas and bodily strength. Thighs, wish and knowledge and productivity. Wealth. Feet are the Sudras. Oops. Sorry, just go back a bit. Qualities. We have different types of qualities. Lower lip, greed. Upper lip, affection. Nose is bodily lust. Touch is lusty desires. Eyebrows, Yamraj. Eyelids, eternal time. So this is again part of this universal form which the demigods can relate to rather than the personal form of the Lord. It's easier for us to relate to the personal form. But the
Hare Krishna.
Yes, yes.
You know, when you said about Lord limbs, is that right? Is that right? You said Lord limbs?
The Lord's different parts of him, yes. Limbs.
So you explaining the whole of our body is
The Lord's body. The Lord's body.
Yeah.
It's the Lord's body, yeah. Not
4
our
points.
body.
As you say here, look, ears, different directions. Then you say heart.
Yeah, this is the Lord. This is the Lord in his universal form, the big form which he showed to Arjun.
Oh, this is Lord, not us, Lord.
Not us, not us. This is the
All
Lord.
right. Okay, yeah, because anger, everything. All right, thank you. Yeah, I remember you did say
Yeah.
that when he expands his body, he just shows everything in there.
That's right.
Lord Vishnu in the water, and
Yeah.
then those bubbles come out, and is everything
Universes.
universal. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna,
Thank
Prabhuji.
you very much for understanding. Yes, good, good.
No, I was thinking, is it for us, or that's why I asked you again. Thank you.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Brahma prays. So this is Brahma praying to the Lord. We are surrendered to you, unto you. Yet we wish to see you. Please make your original form, smiling face, visible to our eyes. So this is even the demigods, eh? They don't have access to his smiling face. Karmis are always anxious and work to accumulate wealth for their sense gratification, and yet the results are not satisfying and results only in frustration. But devotees who have dedicated their lives to the service of the Lord can achieve substantial results without working very hard. Just like watering the roots of the tree, the whole tree, including branches and trunks, is nourished. This is an important point. No point watering the leaves separately because the plant will die. But if you water the root, the whole plant will be sustained beautifully. So Brahma continues. You are the controller of all the three modes of material nature. But at the present, you are in favor of the quality of goodness. Let us offer our respectful obeisances unto you. So, let's see. Yeah. Actually, this is quite a bit involved. I think let's do this on Monday. So, chapter 6. Yeah. But there's quite a bit to talk about here. Any questions? Any comments from the... Yes, Nanivel.
So Ajita was the name of the Kurma avatar, isn't it?
Yes, that's what he's saying here.
That's what it's saying that way. Yes. And the other thing is that, these sages and the rishis, they should be the mode of goodness or shuddha, but they're always getting angry at some offenses, which
Yeah.
is not.
Mm. Especially Durvasa. And, Durvasa,
Somebody does a mistake, they curse him. Everybody does a mistake, they curse him.
yeah. Because, Durvasa,
Yes, Mataji, you're right.
especially Durvasa, because he is actually partial incarnation of Lord Shiva.
Yes.
So because Lord Shiva also sometimes, he's easily pleased, but he also can get easily angered. So Durvasa is the same. He can become very happy very quickly. But if you make a mistake, oh my goodness, he can get angry very quickly. Now, is it his fault? Is he in the mode of passion? No, no, he's not. See, this anger of the sages is actually for the benefit of the recipient of that anger. Similarly, Brihaspati, similarly, Narad Muni. When Narad Muni saw the two devatas in the lake naked, he became angry and he cursed them. You're going to become trees in your next life. But what was the result? Right? They saw Krishna. Brihaspati, what was the result? Vamandev appeared. Durvasa Muni, what was the result? Kurma appeared. With actually in this pastime, six different incarnations appeared.
Mm.
So yes, externally it looks like these sages are out of control, um, but internally they're not out of control. They have a higher purpose in mind, and you know, from our point of view, we have to accept that these sages, they are transcendental. They may get upset sometimes, but it's for our benefit.
It's like our parents scolding us,
Like our parents
and
scolding
then
us.
it's for our own betterment, isn't it? Oh,
Our
that's
own betterment.
thinking.
That's it.
I need to leave now. Right
Okay.
on Monday, okay?
Thank you so much, Nanivan. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
Thank,
Krishna, everyone.
thank you. So, okay, if there's nothing else, Prabha, anything from your side?
No, I'm happy. It's good because I've just seen, I did ask about yesterday those,
Yes, that's right. That's right.
and today you already told, which was very good. And it was nice, really interesting.
Yes, it is.
Today's chapter.
Thank
Really
you.
enjoyed.
Thank you
I
so much.
haven't got much to say, but it is right.
Yeah.
The karams, if somebody curse us, there is something I would like to talk, but I can't talk now on the,
Sure.
like if somebody curse you, it's no good.
It's not good for the person who's cursing, because it shows that they are angry. They're angry.
Yeah, they are angry and they have curse, and I've seen it, and it has happened really.
Okay. You
So
witnessed it.
yeah, I can talk it lately on, especially with you, but not on the Zoom meeting.
Yeah. Okay, let me stop the Zoom. Srimad Bhagavad Puran ki jai.
Even